Hello everyone, and welcome back to Krastorio 2. This is Otaku Showboat, and last time we met I had a bit of a problem with power that I noticed as I was scaling with my advanced, my modules. I was module scaling and, yeah, stuff happened. I started consuming a lot more power than what I was, producing. So, let's fix that today by making significantly more power. If you have been enjoying this series thus far, of course, be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff below the video. Now, in order to do fusion, I need to have 500 free megawatts of power. Now, don't I? It says it consumes 500. I'm going to assume that it needs to have a full 500 to kickstart the reaction, which means I need to have 500 megawatts free to do that, and we've got like 100 and whatever without everything moving. So, yeah, we need power. Lots of power. This biomethanol can be made out of wood and oxygen and steam, which can be burned for power. So the point of this is that it is completely renewable, and what I can do with this is make some solar panels and power the production for this out of solar panels with accumulators, and use that as a consistent supply of power through the gas generators. So that is precisely what I'm going to do. Let's clear out some of this inventory space because I don't need that many blue inserters, game. I simply do not need that many blues right now. And I don't need any of those mining drills. Am I, like, actually requesting mining drills? No, I'm not, so I don't need to carry around that many. Just like I don't think I need this many-ish of those. Yeah. Okay. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. I should have the infrastructure that I need in order to actually set up biomethanol and all of that. What I don't have being produced in my mall right now happens to be the solar panels as well as accumulators. So, let's go ahead and do what I need to do in order to make those. That means I need to bring iron ore in to the mall because and I need to make quartz and silicon here at the mall, and I want concrete for the buildings that need concrete so I can start working towards buildings for stuff and things. Yes, stuff and things that I need. I need centrifuges. Actually, am I already making centrifuges? Hold up. I'm like doing stuff with centrifuges. That means I have, right? Up here, I have centrifuges. I have 210 U-235 without doing anything else with it. Yeah, it's like I have a thingy doing the U-238, so do I not have a spot doing concrete for the centrifuges? Or did I, what, like, how did I do that? Ah, here. I put the concrete here. I did not put it anywhere useful. So, yeah, things, stuffs. I need a radar. About there. I need to clear some of the fat, aka trees. And you aren't doing anything right now, right? Both of these. 3 of these. 4 of these. No, 3 of these. 3 of these are not doing anything right now, so M iron ore 1. Not 1, it's just M iron ore. Bring me iron ore. That's all I really need to bring from you. I need to make silicon. I should have glass here. I don't. I should have stone here in the mall. Yeah. I have stone. I've got this array making silicon, but the silicon is not being provided onto my network. Should I do that? Well, it's making quartz. Should I do overflow quartz onto a train? Maybe. Maybe I should do overflow quartz onto a train. Or from the electronic components array. Alternatively, I can build this here and convert stone into stuff. All 3 of these. Just like wholesale copy, paste a segment of this into the mall. That will load into supply chests. And then just like request stone. Ta-da! Ta-da! That's going to provide quartz and silicon at my mall. Not anywhere near any ratio for this, not beaconed or anything like that. It's just, it is what it is. Just a little bit of infrastructure to give a bit of silicon and quartz that I'm going to limit by a lot. Don't really need to limit the silicon at all. All so that I can build solar panels in my mall. As well as I want accumulators. This would need nitric acid in. Max output 250. That is significantly better. That is significantly better. Yeah, who am I kidding? I want the fusion reactor. So the fusion reactor... Oh, I apparently have... What? Wait. Do I already have iron ore? Stone bricks. I somehow have concrete in the mall. I must have brought some and provided it in a chest. By all rights, there should not be concrete here. Anyway. Concrete. Here. Have some water. Order some concrete. Make stuff. Yay, making stuff. Nitric acid in, I guess. We can do this in this spot. Make sure I wire. Oops, I disconnected a wire. Speaking of wires, I do have this little error at the electric engine units because they are not actually connected at all to the combinator. Wow. That's a few extra electric engine units that I did not realize was a issue. Nothing else is an issue, right? I hope and pray. Nitric acid. Nitric acid. Let's go. Nitric. That is not nitric. That is nitric. I don't have any right now loaded onto a train. But anyway, there you go. There's that. There's that stuff. Sorted out. And all the beautiful silicon being made. All the beautiful solar panels being made. I want you to be made faster, though. With a doohickey and with these guys. Yeah, go fast. Solar panels go fast. Glorious. 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 Paste down a few more of these guys while I'm at it. There you go. Let me see. What do I want? What do I want? I want these. Give me these. But not here. Oops. Take those away. I need this here. Nitric, glorious nitric acid. Thank you for the nitric. Let's go! Make me things. I should have stuff, right? To make this? Make all the glorious, beautiful things? It's crafting! Craft faster. There you go. Now you're crafting faster. How big? Oh. That is slightly larger than a regular solar panel. You know, slightly larger by a tile. This is a 3x3. This would be a 4x4. And it produces 2.5 times additional output of power. I'll take it. I'll take the lot. Excellent. So have I put down that building yet for you? Yep, I have. You need a, one of these. That is a lot of stuff that you are requesting. Let us, reduce by a lot the amount of stuff that you require Because, like, each one of these is a 10 stack. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, there's way too much being requested in here for this particular thingy. So I'm going to cut this in half. This guy's fine at 14. But yeah. Way too much. Way too much. Steel plates and steel beams, of course, those are going to be the limiting factor. Now, it is 1 to 20 large turbines. What does that mean, though? Like, define large turbines. What is the large turbine it is referring to? Is it referring to these steam turbines, which consume 50 steam per second at 415 C for 10 megawatts? Or is it referring to these advanced steam turbines, which do 975 degrees C steam? I don't know, because the game doesn't tell me. I can make both of them, so I will. Just like I'll make heat exchangers and heat pipes. It says supports 20 large turbines, but is this making steam for the turbines? As in, I don't need a heat exchanger for it? Or what? And if it's making 20, enough for 20 turbines, enough whatever, says one reactor supports 20, okay, well, what the heck does that mean? Is it making... Now, this takes in water, so I am assuming that it's going to make steam. So is this saying that it's making 1,200 units of steam to support 20 turbines? Or what? What does it mean? Because a regular steam engine consumes 10 items per second. Right? And that's 20 steam engines. Huh? What's my math saying here? Not correct things? I'm thinking vanilla, and this is not. Objectively not. My point is that 1,200 units of water, which is a standard pump, feeds a line of 20 boilers, which makes 60 per second, which converts to 60 steam. Under normal circumstances, that steam does get consumed through 2 steam engines. Have I been just wrong this whole time? On the water? I've been wrong on the water this whole time. Consumes... Yeah. You can totally throw 60 boilers in Krastorio. You can totally throw 60 boilers at an array per pump, per water pump. That is different. That is weird. I'm not used to that. Clearly, because I didn't look at this tooltip and read that it's doing 20 consumption versus 60 consumption in the vanilla game. This is the first time I'm noticing that it's actually 20 and not 60. Because vanilla, it's 1 to 20 to 40. 1 to 20 to 40. This says it supports 20 large turbines. Now, the largest turbine I have is this advanced turbine, right? Which is 100 items per second. So are you telling me this produces 2,000 units of steam? I hope it has more than one output pipe, if that is the case. Or, like, what does it mean? What does it mean? So, that's a problem with the tooltips here, I think, is, it's not giving me the accurate information that I need. It's not giving me any accurate information at all about what I need to know for these turbines. Now, granted, as soon as I make a fusion reactor, I'll know a lot more. But I have to make it first. Do you see my issue here? It's like I have to make the turbine first before I know. I should be able to plan this out without having to do that. I'm still waiting on crystals. Am I not actually bringing in immersite crystals? The answer is no. I'm not. Alright. Immersite crystals. We're still waiting on tech, by the way. In order to progress into the advanced stuff. What? Why no? Why no train? You're delivering things to places. Interesting. Yeah, Matter Tech cards use them. Uses all of them. Right. I remember now. It uses every single one because, yeah, I did a thing with modules. Ahem. I did a few things with modules. Why is this so slow? This is like obscene slowness for the amount of stuff I have here. Oh boy. Well, eventually I'll have stuff. I'll have these. For now, solar panels. Let's limit that a little bit. And how are you doing? You need obscene amounts of steel. But hey, I have lots of level 3 modules now. Let's go have some fun while we wait for things to build. Let's have a little bit of fun, shall we? They keep delivering to me these level 3 modules. Let's use them. It is time for modules to upgrade. In particular, this. Oh, hey, I need electronic components now. Hey, I have a use for these modules that I just got. Because it seems as if the new bottleneck on red tech cards, on red circuits, just so happens to be the amount of electronic components I've got. I do have 2 locomotives making me electronic components. Let's see what I can improve out of all of this. The first order of business is getting all of these buildings using productivity. That's step 1. Make sure everyone can take productivity. Step 2 is to upgrade the throughput of this line right here. This is a lot of straight rail segment that I wish wasn't straight rail segment, but oh well. This can stay red. This can stay red because one line is one red belt equivalent, and yeah, it's fine. It works. Just trust me, it works. We got the full throughput of stuff, and it is more than what I need for all of these anyway. And I am limited by the production of the silicon anyway. It actually appears as if I need to upgrade this line completely, but I don't have enough green belt to do so. What I'm going to do is going to use some of my inventory for this, but I'm going to replace all of this unnecessary straight rail, or straight belt, with undergrounds. Same thing here. All of that isn't necessary. And that gives me back a bunch of green belt. And here I'm just saving my own use of straight belt stuffs. Now, I've done all of that, and what's going to end up happening is I'm going to module and beacon the hell out of all of this silicon. So, everything that can use modules will get modules. Hopefully I have enough for 2 in all of these. Not quite. Not quite, but I do have several. The vehicle should have some level 1s to compensate for what's missing. There we go. And immediately you can start to see that because of the difference in speed now, this is allowing more stuff all the way down the line, and it is vastly improving the amount of stuff I'm getting. I'm also going to start shifting the lines, the lane on these, because that's gonna come up problems sooner rather than later. Okay. With that done, it is now a matter of speed. But I am consuming all of this right now, and God, the amount of... just the amount of quartz is a little obscene. I'm going to use all of this underground belt, because why not? And using the underground belt here will allow me to beacon! Yes, the baconing can happen by using these undergrounds. Glorious baconing. There we go. There's our full throughput green-ish. Yeah, there's our full throughput green belt. Oh, hey, we're a full throughput belt on the silicon now. So hey, there you go. We've got significantly more output of electronic components. In fact, we've got a full throughput green belt of electronic components now. Yeah, we've got a few more electronic components than we had before. Just a few more being consistently produced. It looks like we're about that full belt. That is glorious. Absolutely glorious to see this in action. Now, the thing about the silicon is that it is only consuming stone, and I have to question myself. It's like, is it really worth using productivity for stuff that's ultimately coming just from stone? Stone is still a mined resource, so yes, it is okay to use productivity on them. In fact, I would love to use productivity on every step along the way, but that just changes the math a little bit too much for my liking. I would speed this up, though. This is fine here on the actual silicon production for productivity. And hey, it's all productive and making lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff. Well, that's good and all, but I need more power. I need, like, lots of power. Lots of power. So the next thing to go do is take care of some power. The power problems. The problams. You there. How many, doohickeys? Few, actually, in my network. Cool. Hey, there's a thing heading to my mall. Oh wow, several trains. Yay, all the red circuits, they're flowing. I'm very happy to see red circuits flowing. And what about, blue? Are blue circuits flowing with every batch of reds? Yes. The blues shall flow. Okay, about this. How much am I producing again of the petroleum gas? Ultimately, I've got 30 of these. 330? Hmm. And if each one of these produces up to, or consumes up to 6. What's 6 times 36? 216. Yeah, a bit. That's a bit of power. But, yeah, I shouldn't be focused on this. And on this cracking conversion all the way back down to petroleum. I am getting a lot of petroleum through the cracking as well. I should have plenty of petroleum to feed this. Pumping at 150 per second. This is pumping in more than that. Right? So this is the feed in speed of this. It's also pumping out to fill this stuff and will pump excess once this fills, but this is slowly filling. This is slowly filling. Which is just fine, and it's filling even with the consumption here. Yeah, it's okay. Ish. We have 36 gas power stations. I would like to do a bio setup for this, though. Bio setup would be nice. But I need the stuff, the infrastructure for the bio setup. And, yeah. And the power to do it. And ideally the solar panels to power the buildings being used to make my power. That would be good. That would be great. And the plan would be to have 500 excess megawatts of power, half a gigawatt of excess power, so that I could start up doing fusion related stuff. Of course, the fusion related stuff also requires a few other things. In the meantime, that is a process to get to it. But we will manage. We shall overcome. We shall prevail. Why are there no green belts being made at all? What happened to that? Like, what happened here? Steel gear wheels. Yeah, see, when you don't have the steel, when you have a whole bunch of buildings making beams rather than gear wheels, that can happen. Also, I just got delivered a bunch more productivity modules, which is fantastic. And I'm almost carrying around my full request on speed 3s. Big stretch. And with that, 35 minutes in, it really doesn't seem like we're doing much, but we are doing a lot more than it seems. We are doing more than it seems that we're doing by setting up these power stations, etc. I'm actually only going to carry around like 20 of these, I guess, on me at a time. I can store the rest. How many of these have been made? A few. Good. Good. Good, good, good. What about the accumulators? I do have a few accumulators now as well. That's also good. Also really good. So, I now have the proper infrastructure to set up some dedicated biomethanol power, or whatever the substance is that they are going to call it in here. Basically power from water. And yeah, it's going to be wonderful, and I'm going to do that, scale it, make a bunch of excess power so that I don't have to think about it for a little while again, and figure out where we're going to place that, and we'll do that in our next episode. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's video and the series thus far, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below. And yeah, when we next meet, it's power. It's more power. It's dedicated, on-demand, place buildings, have power set up. I will see you all then.